Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome on in. I'm your girl, Jay. This is another round. I'm here with my girl, El Cid. We are your cousins. All right, we are in the building. This is happy hour, baby. It's a Friday happy hour. We don't really have no shows to really to talk about and stuff. So we just gonna have a good time for a long time or however amount of time we got here. It's happy hour, drinks are 50% off. There's some appetizers, you know what I'm saying? Some good friendly ones. They all up in here. If you're a member, you got a free cocktail coming to you. Don't worry about it, baby. You got one coming to you already, okay? Come on in. Come on in. Woo. It is Friday. We'd have made it. It's been a lot of drama going on around here. Been a lot of drama going on in these Love is Blind streets, all up through the YouTubes and everything. But hey, Labs is actually at a very discounted rate today, okay? Theirs like 90% off today, all right? All you got to do is share, give a like, and you get the 90% discount for the laughter, okay? Just leave a like and you get 90% off of your laughter today, all right? Otherwise, you got to pay 100%. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? You almost get it free. I'm just saying, just give a like. That's all I ask. How you doing, Elsie?
I am doing well this Friday evening. I have had my cocktail, so I'm trying to rehydrate with some water. I'm trying to be good before Mr. Elson gets home. So,
What's your
I'm,
tonight's cocktail?
I had some pineapple cruzan with the cranberry mango juice. So it feels like how can I say, an adult fruit punch.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. American Punch.
Yes, yes. I'm trying to be mild because otherwise it will be 151 rum. So I had to be here and I had to be lucid. So I had to be really, really just mellow right now. But I'm
They
on
keep
water.
the audience told you not to be mellow. See what I said? It's a nightcap for her. Girl, what you doing? You want to come up? Let me know if you want to come up. I'll send you the link. We're gonna get into a little bit of Love is Blind crap and stuff, and we're gonna talk about Halle Bailey tonight and DDG. It's been some stuff going around on the internet and whatnot, and she had expressed her feelings on the fact that the father of her child has put her child on a stream with Kai Sinai and everything. So she wasn't too happy about it. I'm sending it to you right now, girl. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull up the thing in a second. Give me 1 second. Let me send this to Seaway real quick. Let me do this. Yeah. So I got a few questions, but how you been feeling about all the Love is Blind stuff before we get it all to the D?
Oh, I love when art imitates real life.
Mm,
But is it an imitation?
is it though?
Exactly. But I love it when it comes together because for educational purposes only, it is teaching a lot of women out here about the different, phases of relationships. And, some men have friends that are more than friends. Some men donate their genetics. It is teaching a lot.
Mm-hmm. It definitely is definitely teaching a lot. And you know what? Like you said, life imitates art, art imitates life. The funny thing about it, though we know this is these people's real life, it's not just a TV show and fictional or anything like that. But the real truth is, outside of the donation thing, because that's pretty much new to me in this setting, it's kind of new to me that we calling it this. Most people just be like, I had some kids over there, and but I don't really claim them like that unless taxes come around or some stuff like that, and mama being nice. But there are women that are okay with a man having children outside of their relationship and just moving on without anything. So that is something that actually does happen a lot. I remember the first time we really heard about something like this kind of on TV. was with the Braxtons in a way. Not necessarily that he just left, he didn't donate the kids. I'm just talking about that he had moved on with the new woman. And not saying that he wasn't never there for the kids, but it kind of like he was shut out. I don't know how to explain it. It was like he was just gone. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have their daddy no more once he married the new woman.
I thought it was also heard of like back in the day sitcoms.
What sitcom? I don't know. Maybe I didn't watch it. I'm trying to maybe
Where they found a daddy was going to another state and had kids. I'm gonna find it because
now
I know
the only other one that I know, it wasn't in our hue, but that movie, The Stepfather. Now that one was crazy. All the
it
remakes
was.
behind it. I'm like this, and to find out that was real life. That was a real life situation. If y'all don't know about that, that man was over here fixing up a whole new family, but he wasn't making the babies. He actually wasn't making babies. He was going to families that were already made, marrying them, and offing the other family. That was nuts. That was nuts. You find the sitcom where it is. Mm.
Okay, I gotta find it. I thought it was Julia, but she was a widow. But there was another. There was another. I remember back in the day where, you know, she came and brought the kids and said, "That's your daddy," and he was at a house with a whole new
Oh, you
family.
know what? Um, 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 Tina Turner. Tina Turner Ike. Remember when the girl brought the baby over there and was left with the baby with Tina? Like this show, since she want to move on, since you want to move on.
Here go your children.
But he took them, so it was a bit different. Moesha, did he move on? He had the kids though. That's what I'm saying. It's different. It's a little bit different. Ike tried to move on, but the lady was like, it will not be. I will be donating the kids. you, you, sir, will not be donating the kids. I will be donating them to you. Oh shoot, girl, let me see. Your camera froze and then it came back. Damn, I picked you up at the wrong time.
No, I look crazy.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey, thank you. Don't have me look crazy like that.
See, I took it down real fast. I was like, oh shit, it's frozen. My
I
bad.
fix my camera.
My bad.
Sorry, Rainbow. Come back, Rainbow. Rainbow said you got too much going on. I'm gone.
Rainbow too little for the action.
Oh no, he gone. He said you got all this movement going on. I'm out of here.
Oh man.
There we go.
How you doing this Friday?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys doing?
We are doing good. We're doing good. We're gonna get into the first little topic because it's gonna be Hailey. Sorry, I don't know. I'm gonna be awful names today. Hailey and Ddg situation. Let me bring up this article real quick, so I can read it. Because Ddg came out and protected his BM.
He did.
He told y'all mind your daggone business. Stop talking about her. He need her and the baby need her. Okay, so y'all need to get y'all ish together. You know, even though she should have had this conversation with him offline, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna ask a question after I read this response or whatnot. I know I know that me and El said the of child, but we can see way we can go ahead and put Rainbow in this mix. You know what I'm saying? If you had to separate with Mr. Seaway over there, and Rainbow had to go with him for a couple of days. We'll put him in the mix, all right? So this is what Hailey said. She says, I wasn't told or notified, and I'm extremely upset that my baby is in front of millions of people. I'm his mother and protector, saddened that I wasn't notified, especially when I'm out of town. Then she went on to say later on in a later tweet that I know that Halo is always fine with his dad. I just don't like finding out with the rest of the world what my baby is doing. Thank you, Kai, for the gifts for Halo. So, my question is, as the mother of the child or a mother of children, do you think she overreacted in her statement? in her initial statement on Twitter. Oh shoot, my
Who
internet gonna get crazy.
who had the kid while
He
she
did.
was gone?
He did.
So how did he get the kid?
She left him there.
So I'm supposed to tell you what I'm doing with our child every moment so you don't find out on the internet? I need to tap in first with you?
I think it's bigger than that.
Okay.
I guess to answer your question, Jay, first of all, I, as a person who's been dragged on the internet for saying that Halle Bailey needs to Halle Bailey
You like me now.
Halle Bailey needs to have a conversation with DDG. The last time that she went on the internet and was mad at people wishing bad things on her son, to which I made a TikTok on my other TikTok page, not the sports one, and said that Halle needs to talk to her man and not us. And so many people dragged me, for me having that opinion. But these same women who were so quick to drag me were so quick to get on Halle, talk about this time. They turned on her now. Finally, they turned on her, telling her, that's his dad and she has a right. He has a right to do whatever he wants with his child. He shouldn't have to check in with you. Which in many ways is true. But I think what I didn't like is how quick women, I guess to DDG's point, were so quick to try to put Halle down in this situation. People were very quick to try to put her down. And I thought that was I thought it was very interesting how quick women turned on her. The same women who been trying to justify her even being with DDG to begin with. That's number one. But number two, I don't think Halle's really mad about this particular situation. I think Halle's like one of these women who did not think about who she had a child with seriously enough. And now she's crashing out on the internet. Did DDG do anything wrong in this particular case? No, but I just feel like Halle clearly didn't put up the type of boundaries that she needed to about DDG and this baby to begin with, and then she crashed out. I feel like I kind of went around, but I feel like she crashed out for the bigger issue, not this one particular situation.
You have any other thoughts before I pose this next question?
I just don't see where there would have been a limitation for the visitation. If there's, as Sean says, if there's no agreement with social media, I hope we're not going down a slippery slope where, she's got to approve his activities when, he has visitation.
Yeah, my question is that it sounds like y'all don't have a legal separation or a legal custody thing with the child, meaning that he necessarily does not have to notify you with every movement of the child. You both are somewhat media famous. It was okay on Halloween. Y'all both put up pictures of the baby and everything like that. That goes to millions of people. Just like she said, I didn't agree for it to be a million of people. Did y'all talk about every picture that y'all put up of this baby together? Say, on my page, I'm going to put up this picture with the baby, and on your page, you're going to put up this picture with the baby? Because if you're not doing that, why all of a sudden now is it an issue? But then
I don't
this particular article, huh?
It's probably because she probably not trying to say it, but it's probably because he took that baby over Kai Cenat house.
Yeah, but what is Kai Cenat? Kai Cenat is more like a gamer YouTuber. I've never seen him doing any illegal substance or anything on his live streams, be around it. I don't even think that he does these things. He's a kid, so to speak, in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You're framing this whole thing like this is not what I prove, and I get it. Like, hey, I would understand it more in a situation where it's kind of like I left my daughter with somebody, and that somebody left my daughter with somebody else. Now, I didn't leave my daughter with somebody else. I left my daughter with you. So why is my baby over there? That's a whole different thing. But the child is with his father. The child looks to be taken care of, got clothes on. Like if the child running around naked and it's cold or something like that, then it's like, why you got my baby out here like this? Why you got my baby looking crazy? But that's not the issue. And the other part I was about to say real quick too, I know this particular piece, I don't have the actual tweet, it cuts it off, but I did see the actual tweet. She was saying that it was like she's dealing with postpartum and people don't understand how that goes. So I was wondering if she's having what is the word I'm looking for? Kind of like some type of remorse, depression that she's not around her child. Because sometimes that attachment, when you leave your child and you're like, I got to do work, you feel some type of guilt. I kind of felt it a little bit because I was still playing sports. I was still in college. So I sent my daughter home to my parents during basketball season. So I felt some type of way a little bit, like I'm not here. I'm not physically responsible with my child. But I'm at the same time, girl, you got money. You could take this baby with you. You can hire a nanny to be with you wherever you go. If this is, if you feel some type of way, only for you to have to have a whole retweet saying, I don't feel like he's not safe with his dad or anything. So but that's how you presented it. You present it like the dad is not a safe option for your child to be with. I don't know.
I think if she framed it the way you did, Jay, I think it wouldn't be so drastic in the public eye. Like if she did frame it like, hey, I'm having kind of separation anxiety with my kid. Yes, he is having fun with his dad, but I kind of feel like I am not with my child and it's making me feel some kind of way. I think it would have been received a little bit better. Some people still will probably lash out at her, but you know, those are people that are looking for something. But I think it would have been, you know, better framed and it wouldn't have kind of caused him to raise up to and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know, just putting myself in her shoes. If I'm away, let's say on a project and my child is with his father, okay, I would think it would be nice to know, hey, I'm taking Halo over Kaisenat house. We about to go on stream. That would have been nice instead of her getting bombarded with messages from strangers saying, you know, your baby on stream. And I think that's probably what it was more than anything. The fact that strangers told her that her baby was on live stream for all of these people, not just a picture, but like actively on live stream. And she didn't even know where the baby was at. I think all of this would have been avoided, which maybe they worked out going forward if he would have just said, hey, I'm taking Halo over X, Y, and Z. Just, I mean, not that it's necessary, but it's the same way, you know, you probably tell your husband, your boyfriend, hey, I'm about to head to the store. You know what I mean? It's so normal. It's not like it's required, but it's nice. So I think that's really what it was. Now, why she, you know, she probably just got overstimulated, got upset, got frustrated, and decided to tell everybody, no, y'all keep adding me. No, I did not know he was on stream. Thank you for letting me know I didn't know. That's probably what it was.
Mm-hmm.
For her and DDG, I think
I
the bigger
agree
problem
with African Addison is saying that here being that it's I think I have a little bit of delay with my internet. Sorry, because it's been acting up a little bit. Go ahead, finish what you were saying real quick.
Oh, but basically what African Azatan said, they just, you know, everybody gonna have to give them grace on how they work this stuff out, because being new parents, I don't feel like, very young in life, they probably really shouldn't have been parents anyway at this age, at this stage, but they are. So here we are. So they're gonna have a lot to work out, and I guess to DDG's point, it's best when everyone on the internet is not trying to pick sides and pull them apart, instead of just making like what African said in her statement. If more people said, hey, they just need to communicate better, they'll get past it, it would have been fine. But it was so many women on there trying to run to they couldn't race fast enough. They was running faster than Flojo to get to them comments to be on DDG's side. And I'm just like, if y'all really wishing people well, like all this, no, Halle, you need to shut the hell up. Da, da, da. I'm like, all right, guys. That's my opinion on it. Am I frozen? Is Jay frozen?
I think maybe Jay's frozen.
Yeah, I switched my internet connection real quick. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, no, I was trying to switch my internet connection, see if that work out better. My bad. Yeah. So my other thing to this might be though, did he tell her he was going to be somewhere else? That would be one reason I can see her spazzing out kind of like this. If he had told her that he was going somewhere else and all of a sudden I hear that my child is online or whatnot and stuff.
But that can happen. I said I was going to take him, over to see grandma, and then Uncle so called and say they're having a cookout. That can happen. This, I think it is what you're saying, Jay, and what C was saying, a mixture of too many people coming at her, telling her what she didn't know. And she's feeling a separation because, again, for, either parents of, kids or fur babies, sometimes the first time you got to put them in daycare, you got anxiety. Even if you got to leave them by grandma the first time, you going to have anxiety, that separation. So I think it's a mixture of that. And I don't know. And I'm wondering if that is the reason, because she never used to do this on the internet before. I never used to see her put her business out there like that before. So I don't know if it's just this breakup mixed with, postpartum and all of that, but maybe her PR team need to gather her.
Yeah. Well, he did tell the people. Let me go back up to here. He did tell y'all people, okay, out sharing these things. Back up off my lady, all right? He says, I got unconditional respect for her. I'm sorry, because this article got it all chopped up, so I got to keep scrolling to different parts of it. He said, one thing I don't like what people do. I do not like when they hate on HAILEY. I don't care if people think she's wrong or not, or if I think she's wrong or right. Let me scroll down. It says, she could be going through something mentally after having a kid that I cannot understand as a man. So when the situation like this happens, I try to handle it with as much grace as possible because Halo needs her. I need her. We need each other to create a childhood that is safe and fun and memorable for him. Let me see if he has said something else outside of that. And I wouldn't have him if it wasn't for HAILEY. And for that reason, screwed too much. For that reason alone, I got unconditional love and respect for her. Yep, that's pretty much it.
It is refreshing to see.
I think that was pretty honorable of him.
Yes, it was refreshing. He didn't, spaz out on the internet. That was very, very refreshing.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was wonderful to hear.
I like that maturity because it's telling me that he's coming from. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. It's your delay. Go ahead.
I got a bad delay right now. I don't know why my internet. Yeah, my internet want to be super, super crazy. No, I thought that was really good at him, especially I see that he's getting into a space of understanding that we are now co-parenting. So, we need to make a space and environment that is, positive and loving for our child. And like he said, she might be going through something mentally. I just don't understand, which is true. Postpartum affects people at different stages too. It doesn't just hit right away for some people. Sometimes it's a little delayed response. Sometimes it's exaggerated and it's long lived for a while. So, she just has to take care and just figure out, what is happening inside of her and try to get some help for it. There's some like places that she can go to, people she can talk to that will help her through that. Go ahead, Seaway. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, that's about it. And a lot of people were saying, no, it wasn't postpartum. She just tried to get on here to get sympathy and it didn't work. I'm just like, the internet is just a really ugly place. And it's very hard when you're already having a baby with someone I don't think you're very equally yoked with, who seems like he's trying to do his best. And then y'all are going through a breakup and you guys seem like they see things differently. And I really don't want to put this all on postpartum. I also don't think that the way Ddg goes about his parenting style, even though I do believe he wishes his son the best, I don't think he's going to harm his son. I don't feel like Halle really had a baby with someone who is raising her child the way she would. I think she's trying to compromise, but I don't even think this baby would have been on the internet, period, if it wasn't for Ddg. But she married a streamer or YouTuber, whatever he does. So of course you have to compromise. So I also think, postpartum aside, she probably really doesn't want her baby on Kai Cenat's thing where they're copying, where they're making little memes or what. Like, her baby is already a meme. So I don't know.
I get it. I mean, we gotta factor in too. This was a woman who basically hid through all of it or stuff. It's she wants some form of privacy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the actual cry that it is. It's like, I want to be able to give you me when I'm ready to give you me. And it's hard when I'm doing that with a child because I have to share that child with their parent. So that parent still has their right to do what he wants and stuff. And being, like y'all said, he has a different style because he is a streamer. He's used to being seen and bringing people into his life, whereas she's not so used to that side. And so we are on two different extremes of how we're raising this child. He's like, this is my baby. I'm going to show the world my baby. I'm very proud or whatever. And she's like, this is my baby. I'm very protective. I'm proud, just as proud, but I'm protective. So I know what the world can do to a child. So yeah, like you said, Seaway, it's just two different parenting styles trying to figure it out as one. So we're going to give them grace. They're young parents. Hopefully it works out for the baby at the long run and they get it together with a healthy compromise on how we're going to go forward into raising this child. But anyways, child, enough of that. Let's get into the nitty gritty of the tea, baby. It's happy hour, heifers. Let's get into it. Okay. So of course, Love and Blind has never failed to give us not a less than we need. Okay, baby. They figured out some type of way to give us all we need, regardless if the show is still going on or not. So are y'all aware that Hannah had came out and told us when she found out about the grenade comment? Oh, baby, I know they be hating on me on a plan of the TikTokies, but I had put a post up. And so on one of my shorts, let me see. I'm going to try to play that real quick for us. On one of my shorts, I had put it up, and child, the fact that this timeline is not timelining to make any daggone sense, and it makes it actually worse for Hannah, but I feel like it makes it more worse for Marissa at the end of the day. Why is my thing acting so slow today? Child, because come to find out, Hannah didn't find out until after they broke up.
I had said that. I'd said that. After they packed up, I had said that after they were going through Nick's stuff and she found evidence that she would have called the other cast ladies and it would be like, well, he called you a grenade. That I believe that.
So it had nothing to do with the breakup. She didn't even know.
This is Hannah's words, but I'm gonna play back my let me play back my my YouTube video because I had put a little compilation together. So let me play that back. So y'all gonna get a little bit of Ramsey's, a little bit of Marissa, and then Hannah actually making her comment, her statement.
Starting to see just a broader picture of Marissa is. You're getting more context around who she is. Interestingly enough, we had conversations leading up to the reunion. There was like a few weeks there where we were speaking almost every day, where she was saying like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna defend you. I'm gonna be, I'm telling her like, don't worry, we'll take care of each other. I don't have any animosity towards you." She's saying she doesn't have any animosity towards me. And then the reunion happened, and it seemed like things just kind of split. Yeah, I think Marissa, I definitely do think she switched up. I do think that she sort of let me believe that she was kind of like on my side, and now she's doing. I've been reading all the interviews. I've seen, I saw her on speaking to you, and it's surprising. But at the end of the day, she's gonna say what it is that she wants to say, and
Ramses upset me a lot with this reunion because I felt like he didn't really say much and anything of substance that was anything different than he's been saying.
I'm just glad, that I was able to communicate, my sort of decision making, and I'm glad she was able to get off her chest, how she felt about everything. And
there was a time where he could have backed me up in like a situation with another couple, and he never did, and just kind of left me hanging. And it just kind of showed me once again, like he shuts down emotionally, like we just weren't meant to be together.
She is who she is, and I simply didn't want to be the person to, change her just so that our relationship could work. I really do have the most respect for her, and I really do wish her the best.
Once he kind of revealed during one of the conversations that he knew.
Right. And I was like, wait, this is after you broke up with him, though.
Yeah.
Oh, so what? This was going on, and you didn't even know. And
no,
somebody.
But Marissa been running around here being the police. Go ahead, Elsie. I'm sorry.
I believe I told her in Mexico. That was Marissa. Hey, so it makes both of them look bad. So Hannah was just being nasty on pure principle. That's just who she is. And Marissa didn't tell her till after the fact. Or is this Hannah lashing out and making Marissa look bad since she's going around, Marissa's going around saying, we're not best friends?
I don't care about these people no more. Only people that still got my attention is Liar, Bri, them kids, and Ashley the Big Back, Hannah, and Miss Special, Marissa. I have nothing for. That child is special. Only thing I was interested is that apparently on one of these lives, was it Kojo some live, people was trying to say because Marissa was special that excuses Ramses' behavior. It was some live. I wasn't on it. I didn't watch it. I don't know.
No, because she was special. Excuses.
I'm like, I'm trying to track how that works. Just because this lady's special, don't get Ramses off the hook. That makes him worse. You think he didn't know that lady was special? Now I could have gave him all the words to verbalize why the breakup. You are special. You're overstimulating me. You talk too much. You making me anxious. I could have said a whole bunch of stuff. She making me anxious watching her on the screen.
I know. I probably didn't make it no better putting that 2 point. I didn't make it no better putting it at a 2.0 speed. Sorry, y'all. But I was just like, not the moral police, not the person that wants to make a stand on. I must call out the people that is lying on this platform when they're lying and all of this stuff like that. Not you getting around here talking about, I think I told her in Mexico, and Hannah like, no, it was after the breakup. So y'all, here's the effed up part. All of y'all supposedly knew about this grenade comment. Sat on this in Mexico. This according to Marissa. Sat on this in Mexico. Sat on this all that time. Been in this girl face several times and not once told her about it. But y'all the BFFs of her like forever in life. I'm just like, say what now? How y'all BFFs and y'all sat on this information this whole time, not once told her until she break up with him and say, "Oh, by the way, he thought you was a grenade anyway."
This is what Marissa said to Hannah.
This is Marissa's things and the videos that I broke down from Marissa, that she's basically, you know, everybody knew she couldn't, like that, like Elsa said, she thinks she told her in Mexico, she's not sure, but everybody knew in Mexico except for Hannah that this was going around. This comment was going around. So that's why I was like, y'all all full of up on this stage.
It don't sound like it was going around. It sounded like he said it to one of the guys, right? That's it, right?
He did. And Nick confirmed. He said me and the guys were having a conversation. The conversation was between Steven and Garrett. He said he never said the grenade comment. He did say he was underwhelmed with her. He never said the grenade comment. The grenade comment is actually coming from Steven. That's why Steven can't give you a definite on it. He's just like, there, it was made. It was made. That's how Steven interpreted it. He interpreted the grenade. Like,
so he never admits to saying that he called her grenade. He's just saying that he just said he was underwhelmed by her.
Yeah.
Steven is a messy. He's very, very messy. Gives very much so messy bottom. That's what Steven gives, because he really shouldn't have said that to begin with. That don't even sound like nothing that Nick would say.
We also got to recall that Steven was running around to Taylor talking about the conversation that him and Garrett supposedly had while they were everybody else was watching the fireworks. And he's going like, I just told this man that you got to be careful because the lady's going to be in your inbox and all this stuff like that. You're secretly pillow talking without the pillow.
Yeah, he was allowed to be underwhelmed by Hannah. He was allowed to say that. He's supposed to be saying that to the guys. He's allowed the girls say what they want. He was allowed to say that. It never should have went back to Marissa. And then Marissa, if you held it that long, keep holding it. Like,
it's like, when did he say it? Because we know Hannah was telling Marissa all about their intimacy. That would have been the time to tell her, well, girl, how he?
Yeah,
and
all that when he said he was underwhelmed. Oh, they done bench. What's his face, Jay?
What game you watching?
Lakers. They finally done benched D-Lo. Thank God. I know you probably happy.
Hey, I'm not a Laker fan. Baby, don't let these people.
I know you ain't a Clipper fan, so which fan is you?
No, babes. Girl, I'm way in Texas, child. I'm on some other stuff. I've been on San Antonio for the longest. It's crazy.
Okay, that's not bad. I asked for Wimby.
Yeah, man. I've been there for the longest. But yeah. When the only time the Lakers that kind of had me is when they had Dennis Rodman, because that's my ultimate basketball player right there. But when they had Dennis for a hot second, that's when they had me for a hot second. And then when they let him go, I was gone with him.
Well, you know, I was a Lakers fan as long as I can remember. When Kobe left, I left. She's no type of lawyer because she did not pass the bar. So baby girl is not a lawyer, unfortunately.
So C-Way says she can't be hired at this time. She
Well,
can be illegal.
She's gonna have a lot of trouble passing the bar if she can't focus. You have to be able to sit down and study. You can't be running around with the Ramses and the two twigs of it all. You really have to be. You have to sit down and study for 8 hours a day.
I'm sorry, he's no longer two twigs. He got rid of them.
Well, thank goodness.
Well, were they just like add-ins? Because you know these men's be getting the little add-ins now. They got the men wigs and the men what's that? Lace fronts and stuff now. So you know, we never know. He can add them back in later.
Hey, we don't know. That looked like a well put together piece at the reunion. We don't know.
You know, you might have called them out for a half a second. They'd be right back in there later. Anywho, let's get to the stuff that C-Way really want to talk about, okay? The Uncle Daddy Liger, you know, the world champion Olympian of the Ocean of Delusion swimmer. The donor mom, as titled by Ashley. All right, because I'm not calling that lady the donor mom because I don't know how she's the donor mom when she is the mother of the kids. I'm just trying to figure that one out. Like, Ashley, make your stuff make sense, child. All right, make your stuff make sense. How you gonna call the lady the donor mom? Like, she ain't get the kids up. Them is her babies.
Jay froze.
Oh, what's wrong with that lady? What's wrong with that lady? Well, Uncle Daddy does sound bad, but it sounds better than the donor pappy.
Liar is the pappy.
Mm-hmm. Anywho, so of course, shout out to Storytime with Ricky. She has done it again, baby. She's done it again. Y'all need to leave that lady alone. Y'all should let that lady go her
Can we
business.
pause right there? Did y'all see how Clay crashed out?
Yes, because that's what I was about to say. Y'all need to leave that lady alone.
Y'all need to leave Ricky alone. She's not playing with y'all.
She said, "I'm gonna put a pause on everything else I had planned today to get you back in line."
She said it's the day after election, but I'm about to talk about ADX.
Why she call that man ADX? I said, Lord.
Capricorn, the men are gonna call you ugly when they have nothing else. And honestly, that didn't even work because Ricky's not ugly. So I was like, you're calling somebody ugly who's not even ugly, Clay.
Right. All right. So I was just like, okay. Baby. But here we got her thing. Let me pull hers. Let me present these. Let me screen share that. And we got her with the text messages, receipts. I just got this one right here, but she did a whole interview. A little bit more. Okay, internet, stay with me now. Okay, stay with me. So we're going to share this real quick. And we're going to play this. So these are the receipts, some of the receipts that Bri had brought. These are like the text messages between her and Tyler, her and Ashley that she had brought to the thing with the interview with Storytime Ricky and Jesse Wu.
Not bother reaching out to her. Mind you, this is a year after they've already been married and the kids have not been present. But Bri reaches out to her and says, "Hi, super hard for me to write you right now, but I just wanted to say I hope you are okay and I'm praying for you and Tyler both. A lot is happening right now and I just never wanted to intentionally cause you any pain. I won't say much in this forum, but just wanted to reach out and say I hope you are okay. Completely understandable if you never respond to me. I'm sure your world is just as crazy, if not more so than mine right now. I wish you the best." Ashley responds and says, "Hi. Was surprised to get this message, but I welcome it as well. Getting attacked daily on social media is never fun, but I'm strong. Thanks for reaching out."
Okay. First of all, I wanted to stop right there. How y'all ladies feel about that first part right there? Because as women, y'all get a woman to woman message from another woman telling y'all, hey, I just want to, just let you know that it's really nothing. It's nothing against you. It's really, really the man that you're dealing with. And I know that the internet is going crazy over us right now. And this lady responds to you like, this lady, hold on, let me reiterate this. This lady who is the reason the world is upside down for both of us right now, responds to you like, yeah, the world is crazy right now, but I like to have a message with you. Sure, whatever. How would y'all receive that?
How would we receive Ashley's response?
Mm-hmm.
I would have probably tried to be nice, like Bri tried to be nice. But then as it goes on, it's very clear to see that Ashley is condescending, belittling, arrogant, and doesn't really want to have the conversation. And at that point, I would have told her dumb aid to just go on. Bri really went through. She like the whole video. Like I sat there and listened to the whole 2-hour video, which I never do. They really had me locked in. the whole interview with the receipts. And Bri was so nice to all of them the entire time. And it just seemed like Ashley and Tyler gave their butt to kiss like the entire time. So I don't know.
I wouldn't have done it. I'd have let the court speak for me. But, that's just how I am. I'm not, reaching out. You should be introducing me and your children to your new wife. And I'm going to just sit here and wait for you to do it. But other than that, I'm going to see you in court.
Well, my issue with Bri was I feel like she was being a little too nice in these messages. I wanted her to be more direct. The problem with some of these messages is like it took until the end where Ashley was being very rude to me and very arrogant about the situation for her to say, hey, the issue is Tyler. Tyler is the problem. Tyler's why we're here. He's abandoned there's no niceties with the situation. Your now husband has abandoned his kids. And to Elsie's point, I'm not going back and forth. If you want to know more about it, you let me know. If you don't, I will be in court. That's it.
So let me answer, and I'm gonna hope I say your name, Crystal K. Let me answer. Why is this not showing? Come on. Okay. Am I stuck? Like, is my whole computer stuck? What's happening? Y'all don't see no comment come up, right?
No, it's not. And he
Maybe
had ignored his kids.
Now.
He didn't ignore his kids for a year that
Okay,
year.
there you
He
go.
ignored his kids for a year, came back for a year, and then went on the show, and that's when he ignored them again.
Yeah, I think Bri's thing was that this is you're repeating a pattern I've seen before, and I want to mitigate this. Maybe that's what she was trying to do. Like, I want to make sure that the lady isn't the reason, that you are the reason.
Right.
And because you have a new lady, that is the reason. But, for me, reaching out like that is setting yourself up for potential heartbreak or potential, that I don't want to know you. So I wouldn't. I'd be like, hey, I wouldn't even speak to the wife. I have not been introduced. I know him. That's it. I know him. He can introduce us, and you can reach out to me directly if you want to know. Other than that, look up the court papers. They tell you everything.
So the actual reason why she reached out to Ashley in this moment is because she had dropped those videos. That's the actual reason. It's not about Tyler or the kids at this point right now. It was just like more so woman to woman. I don't mean for everybody to be coming at you per se, but I just needed to clear up the BS that he was on. He got on this TV screen talking about these are some donor kids and this, that, and the third. I think at this time, Bri is not even realizing that Ashley is the reason why all of this came to camera. She's just trying to figure out why Tyler all of a sudden is calling these donor kids, and he's now no longer talking to her when it communication was all good just a week ago. So she's coming to saying, hey, listen, this really has nothing to do with you or the fact that he is with you per se. It is this man that I'm trying to figure out why is he doing this. So let me let you know. Let me clear this up with you more so. But for me, this response here, right here, is not that should have told me right then. That would have told me right then that you brought this to the situation, because you didn't sit there and say sorry back. You didn't sit there and say, you know what, I apologize that your kids became a subject of anything. The focus is back on Ashley. Ashley is in the healing stage where everything is about Ashley. If it ain't about Ashley, it ain't about nothing to her. So it was all about, yeah, girl, it's people coming down on me, but I'll get through it. I'm strong. Don't worry. I'll be fine. Well, what about the kids, Ashley? Because according to you, there's no attention to it.
She got her light-skinned king, Jay. She good now. Life is complete.
You don't think You don't think about donations after you drop them off. That's what she's thinking.
Yeah, but if your thing is to sit there and be like, I have no intentions of hurting these kids or doing none of this stuff, at least my focus, I wouldn't really care about Bri so much. But I'd be like, I'm sorry that these people I would have a response of, I'm sorry too, because I never intended for people to be all in your business like this. I just needed him to come forth with the information. But y'all know I'm still standing on why have him come forth with the information in the first place when you just gonna stay with him anyway. That's puzzling to me.
Yeah, I think Bri really thought, and I'm a type of person who, like, I really try to think the best of people. I think Ashley really thought that most women of any type of character, if they knew this situation, the only way that they could be acting like this is if they don't know. I think it didn't even dawn on Bri that Ashley could be acting like this and know the truth. Because look at us. I would say 95% of everybody thought Ashley was just being lied to. We were shocked when we found out that she knows all this information and is still doing this.
I'm saying, like, that's my whole issue with a lot of this stuff is that you know all this information, yet you're still okay with him pretending like this is just a donor situation. Maybe with the first child, we can overlook that because technically everybody seems to be in agreement that was the deal for the first child, regardless of how that first child came about. That was an agreement that they were going to get somebody to donate to help to have this baby. You know, but the other two is not donations. Those are direct deposits. I'm confusion. Like, ma'am, stop trying to admit those two. And there is a part of the Nick Val thing where she basically say if the twins didn't exist. But they do, ma'am. We can't live in fantasy world anymore. The twins actually do exist. She's like, this would not be a problem if the twins didn't exist.
Yes, it would. It would, because
still not clicking.
Right. You went to claim your rights as the dad for the eldest. So whether the twins existed or not, he had a responsibility. He stepped forward. I don't care. He decided he wanted to reclaim his donation. Hey, there's a price for that. You know, if there are donor contracts, if the eldest was truly a donation situation, even if you got a friend to donate, there are donor contracts. They're veterans. They can get the legal advice. They're in the military. They could have done this a legal route, and this wouldn't be as messy.
Yeah, I mean, personally, Tyler is what we've seen, right? This man pops in and out of these kids' lives when it's convenient. He pays money when it's convenient. But the facts is that he's $30,000 in child support debt. The facts are Ashley the Goofy, if she continues to tie herself to this man, is either going to be paying for him one way or another. Either all his money is going to go to child support and she's going to support him, or she's going to be helping him pay his child support. That's it. If this is the prize that she wants, because, you know, you have to, then it begs the question, Ashley, what are you getting from this man? Even in this man's own admission, he said, he told Bri recently in those messages, that was this year, that he had no money, no car, no house, no nothing to do for them kids. Now, and then if that's not true and you're lying that you're saying that you don't have nothing, then you're still a poor character. So Ashley what are you getting from this, Ashley?
I'll tell you, that man got a deal gold. He got to have it. He got to have it.
Right. Plus 7 evictions.
Gotta have a deal gold. Because what? To what?
Well, it keeps him housed. I mean, we haven't heard that he has been unhoused through this history.
But to go to Africa, if they both went to the abortion clinic and they both agreed to keep the babies, then it doesn't matter what she thought. They both agreed.
Yeah.
So
both
if
agreed.
they went and she didn't want to keep it, but she says, I can't get rid of 2 kids, which I hope most of us, not to tell a woman what to do with your body, but me, I'm pro Shomorskins, but taking two out, I don't think I could do that. Even in the height of my time where I think I could have did it, taking 2.
Yeah, I can
I would cry.
understand. I can
I don't
understand.
think I could. Not saying 2 is, but you know, it mentally, you know, that's a lot to know. You got 2 in there and you get rid of them. So I understand the dilemma. He was also cool with it. So when he left that clinic, he was a father of 3.
He was cool with it. He even moved in, helped her with the baby and helped her through the pregnancy. There, cut the umbilical cords, whatever. They moved into a house for more room. They were living together, playing house for a while or whatever and stuff. And it wasn't until they got into a financial disagreement that he was put out.
I wonder, is he a frog jumping from lily pad to lily pad? Because I would
giving that.
love to know.
Because to me, like, the fact that he got himself into this situation shows how downtrodden and irresponsible he is. Because him having triplets, and I mean him having 3 kids under these circumstances does not benefit him at all, unless he was getting housing, financial, whatever there could be, because it doesn't make any sense.
Now, I do agree with this, Sean. She did use him. He stepped up. He stepped up to do it. He allowed himself to be used, but they used each other. Let's put it like that, because he wanted a place to stay and she wanted her baby all to herself. So they used each other. But yeah, that's where I was like, this is where you really at fault, because you should have never did this. If here's my thing, and if he had did this, let me bring us back all the way up. If he did that just to make sure that she got the child, but didn't put his name on that certificate or did anything after that, it's just like, I just want to make sure, because you know, you have people that come to court for you to make sure that you're a good parent, you're valid enough to take care of this child. They're there to talk in your defense. If he was just there to talk in her defense, that's fine. But as far as actually fighting to put your name and actually get custody of that child, that's a whole different story. That's where he should have just fought. It's just like, I want to just fight to make sure that my friend gets her baby, but I'm still out of it. I'm still playing uncle on the side. I'm still just a good friend this is my godchild, whatever the case you want to be. Just stay out of it. But he didn't stay out of it. That's the question. Why you didn't just stay out of it?
Because he don't got 2 connecting brain cells. But I want to comment on what To Go to Africa just said. I don't like conflating these conversations, because I feel like sometimes it seems like it's hard. So I'm just going to say, I don't want to conflate this conversation. But to this point, yes, Bri needs to understand that when you live a messy lifestyle, not only will that affect you one day, it will affect your offspring. And her messy lifestyle has now caused pain and anguish to her offspring, right? And that is something that Bri's going to have to live with, whether she understands that or not. But her messiness, the situation with the ex-wife, everything that she did has also contributed to the pain and anguish of her kids. That's over there. But Tyler's part and Ashley's part, to me, have nothing to do with that part. And that's why I don't like having those situations in the same thing. Because she contributed to the pain of her kids, but then Tyler has really contributed to the pain of the kids, and then now Ashley is contributing.
Go ahead, Elsie, because you was going to say something.
I was going to say, how would the court look at it? Because if he's there to help her, the court will ask his relationship. I would love to see the transcripts, because the court will ask the relationship to Bri and the son, the eldest. And if he says...
He said father. He did.
Exactly. He got to say father. He didn't say genetic donor. The court doesn't recognize that. He had to say father. So in all of that, the court would have looked at it and sided with them because you have both genetic donors on one side and, you know, her soon-to-be ex-wife on another. So again, this is, you know, a mess. And correct me if I'm wrong, technically she's still not divorced.
No.
They're separated. Isn't that correct?
Oh, I don't know the details of their thing. I thought they were divorced at this point, but I have to go back and watch Sean's files. I'm not sure.
Okay,
what
that's fine. But it's and I love to quote Dr. Bryant. You know, we put the kids to the side. It's nothing to do with these babies. They are precious. He's got the 7 evictions and he has judgments against him. Some judgments are for less than $200. This gentleman has way too much issues for any woman to want to take on. Too much. You can't pay $200 and get this off your docket. Come on now. You're not financially responsible.
Ashley got low self-esteem and fake arrogance. So this is the best she thinks she can do.
It's the Delash, and he making that coffee good. That coffee has got to be perfect every morning.
He started with the Delash. Child, at this point. I'm trying to figure out what is she threatening him for with the receipts though to go to Africa. I'm not understanding because she's actually not really waving these receipts around. She Storytime with Ricky and them asked her to come.
Yeah, to me, if you're gonna have your pick me wife doing podcast interviews telling lies, then I have a right to respond. So to me, Ashley was steady telling her lies. So as long as Ashley's telling lies, Bri has a right to respond.
But I don't see it, the receipts, as threats. I see it, as you said, Seaway, that you're saying some stuff. I need to clear it up because you're not going to drag me or have me dragged in this media based on your PR stunt that you started from the Love is Blind show.
Yeah, they started this whole situation.
The only threat that I have came across and heard of is him trying to unalive himself to stop her from talking again. No.
He said he would show the receipts if he didn't stop lying on her on national TV. So you have a right to respond to people on the same forum that they lied on you on. So if you lie on me on national TV, I don't have to take it to court to resolve it. If somebody lied on you on national TV, what is going court privately do to fix your reputation on national TV? Everybody handles things differently, but I can tell you, if you will respond to national lies in court, fantastic. I can tell you, me personally, you lie on me and my kids on national TV, I'm getting on the biggest platform available to me to respond. And this is not like a regular civil proceeding where you need to hide your hand. This is a paternity action.
Okay,
the kids are already messed up because he already lied on them.
Right, and I understand it's for the sake of the kids and all that you're saying right now, but you are saying that she should take a private apology for a public disrespect. How many people actually do that though? A lot of people don't actually take a private apology for a public disrespect. That's asking a lot, especially when the person is sitting there lying on your whole character for the public to make themselves look good. He's not lying just because they're like he's protecting her or these kids. He's lying to make himself look better in the situation.
And then people will make up all kinds of stories about Bri, all kinds of stuff. It will be only based on his narrative. And that is never a good thing if you want to clean up, any kind of misrepresentation of who you are and what this is about. Yes, I understand it is, best to handle some things privately, but this was not left privately. This was, again, go back to the show. Tyler said he had the conversation with Ashley privately, and she said, no, we're going to do it on camera because it's going to be disingenuous to the process. So once you brought it on camera and you start wilding out on camera, you have put it in the public eye, and I've got to respond on camera. Yes, I got my court paperwork. You know, I just got to say with this part, you know, it's oh gosh, he is, you know, it is a contempt hearing because he has not been paying. Once he starts paying that and all this, Ashley, what you gonna do when he got his visitation every other weekend? What you gonna do? You better buy them pajamas because the holidays are coming up.
He has to pay whether he see them or not. That's the crazy part. He owes money for 3 kids. Do you know how much money it is for a broke Negro to pay $2,500 a month? That's a lot of money for a person who ain't making a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
But he didn't even go to get it adjusted when he left his job. You can go and get a modification.
You can go and get a modification.
He didn't even do that.
He didn't do that. And he also had a payment arrangement already set up in place. This is what he's going to court now for, because he's in contempt of court of the original payment arrangement because he didn't pay any before. This is the second time actually that she was filing to put him on child support, and she took him off the first time when he lost his job and told him just be there emotionally and physically for the kids and, you know, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And she was being actual. And now if we believe this part of her, she was actually being a friend to him and just saying, hey, look, I know financially you can't do what you need to do for the kids. So let's make it up with the emotional, spiritual, mental part of it. Just be there. Just be there. You know, be what they need you to be. But I'm feeling her. I got a baby. I got a 2-year baby, almost a 2-year-old, and now twins. And all I'm asking you to help me out is a feed, wash a bath, give it a bath, and do this type of stuff. And you can't do that. You can't help me. And we already know that this goes on in houses with, you know, with the 2 parents and they married or they're actually together in a relationship. But this is what you said you was going to sign up for. And I'm already taking you kind of off of the financial parts of it. So you're agreeing to help me physically. Please just help me physically. Twins is a lot. One finally go to sleep, the other is awake. You can't get no sleep. You got to try to feed them both, carry them both, change them both, all this stuff like that. And as a single parent, it's a lot. Okay, being with 2 of you in the house, sometimes it's still a lot. 1 baby is a lot. Now we got 3. And yes, it's a mistake on both of our parts because we shouldn't have been sleeping around in the first place. But as responsible adults that we decided together that we're not going to have this abortion, now we have to take the responsibility of raising these kids. You cannot dip in and out when you feel comfortable or you just need somewhere to lay your head. You cannot do that. Kids don't need that instability. They need something stable. So either you're in or you out. That's the whole deal. That's the arrangement I gave my daughter's father. Like, are you going to be in or are you going to be out? Let me know now, because it ain't going to be no back and forth. I just need you to be consistent on one end or the other. Be all the way in or be all the way out. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. So when he's sitting there, I need a place to stay. It's wintertime and it's cold. I want to be in, but now the summer come around, I want to be out here in these streets. No. She better than me because I despite friendship or all, he would have been out after the first time. You're not going to keep playing yo-yo with me and these kids. You're going to be gone. Bye. That's my real question to her is why you keep letting them back. I understand that you want the kids to have a whole 3 daddy, but what was your end goal? Don't keep letting him back in because now he just playing and you allowing him to keep playing with you.
He's serving coffee.
That's why I'm glad I don't like coffee. Sorry, see, wait till your Dunkin' Donuts. He can't make it like Dunkin'.
And apparently now the black folks are going back to drinking Starbucks now. We done protesting, but I was like, look, I don't drink Starbucks, so I'm still with my Dunkin'. For the folks who get it. I would keep my Dunkin'.
Trey, we're not talking about that In-N-Out burger, baby.
That's actually how my husband got me. That was the first really nice gesture he did for me. He knows I'm a Dunkin' head, and while he was living in New York and I was in Chicago, he got me a Dunkin' gift card that he would reload for me. And then I would go get my Dunkin' every day. So
See, gentlemen, the
See, the
coffee
coffee
gets
word.
the girl.
I'm telling you, that was it was the smallest gesture that meant the world to me, because I was literally there every day. I was like, wow, this is so nice. I'm telling you. I don't know if it's not him,
because some of these heifers are saying no coffee dates for them, baby. You know, you can't really take me. You give me some tea though. You give me a medicine ball, I'll take it, you know. But you gotta make it the way I like it.
They know what comes with a coffee. That's why no coffee dates.
All right, just hilarious. She's like, I got the coffee, not the 3 kids. Yeah, because let me tell you, you sucking 3 child support checks out of my household, you're gonna have to go over there.
Chad, I thought she was going somewhere else with the sucking.
But no, that's too much for me. You and them 3 kids, go make it work with Bri the lesbian. Do not come over here, right? No, go over there. 3.
Don't forget the judgments. Don't forget the judgments.
And the judgments. No, go over there.
That's why I just that it's a lot of things that I don't understand with these women. I mean, Tyler, obviously, like I say, he got the D of gold. It is every time he opened his Pulp Fiction in that damn briefcase, because it must be shiny and everything. Because these women is doing strange and unusual things for this man. Every time you bring this man on camera just to have the conversation, bring it out to the world, but never say, you know what, that wasn't my intent. I'm sorry, Bri, that wasn't my intent. I just needed him to clear up some things. You never tell her that in none of these damn posts that you claim that she was apologizing to you. That's the funny part. She claimed that Bri was apologizing to her. Do y'all think that was an apology that Bri gave?
No, and I can't even. And can I just say this? To go to Africa, you know me, my girl, but you're triggering me today. You are really triggering me today, because I'm already feeling a way that I feel like women are not supporting women this week. I feel like we just always on the wrong page. And to tell a woman how to react as what I call a civilian who was thrusted in front of the limelight with bold-faced lies, to tell her how she should have acted better when Tyler legit is horrendous. I just can't. Not this week. Let's get on women next week.
I'm just about to go to Africa. How she going on Bri before she even go on Ashley? Like, Ashley is the whole reason this thing is out.
If we gonna get on women this week, please let's get on Ashley, because I swear I'm just already triggered.
Right, because Ashley is the real reason this whole thing is out. This conversation was never meant to come on camera. He had it privately with her because he said, I did not want this. Now, granted, we know he was trying to manipulate the whole situation in private, but he still just didn't want it to come out for whatever reason. We're gonna give him the benefit of doubt this one time. Say it was privacy of the kids. Maybe he was thinking about the kids at this time in a parental way. We don't know. Okay. But Ashley was the one who decided that to come out. That y'all can scream out how wrong they were, but 7 years ago is a long time to be wrong. Okay. That was 7 years ago that they made the mistakes. That was 7 years ago that they all went wrong and did all of this. This has been 7 years of we correcting this whole thing, of him doing all of this other stuff and getting on this show and lying to this lady's face. And this lady sitting here saying, I want to bring it on camera just so I can say I do, because I don't want my friends and my family to look at me some type of way and wonder why I was giddy and all of this stuff. And I went from being giddy and happy and all of a sudden I'm not. You brought this all on camera, ma'am. This was your doing. So I'm tired of blaming everybody but Ashley, because Ashley is still not taking accountability for her part of it. She's still blaming Bri. She blaming the grandma. She blaming the twins. These are all people that was long before you, ma'am. This was long before he told you any of this situation. You brought it on camera. You the reason you getting all these people at you and all this stuff like that. Like, let's not skip over that part. And not once did you sit here and tell Bri, I am sorry that this all came down on you the way it's coming down on you, because this was not what we intended. Where she goes on to say, that's what we didn't intend for the innocent ones. Who are the innocent ones, ma'am? Who do you feel like is the innocent ones in this?
Yeah, I mean, I think the person who is out of all, let's just say, right, that all of them are wrong, because honestly, add the ex-wife too. All four of them are wrong at different points in this crazy story. I don't think there's a soul in this chat who don't think that all four of them are wrong at different points in the story. But the true villain to me is Ashley, because Ashley is the one out of all of them who keeps using this derogatory, offensive term, sperm babies, donor babies, genetic whatever. And to me, as a mother, I'm not a mother, but there's not a soul on this planet that will be able to get on national TV and call my kids donor babies and sperm babies and me not come and address it. Because if we're thinking about the kids, if I'm a kid, I want to know that my mom did not let that go. That she didn't let some random lady that won't even be here in 5 years call me a donor baby and a sperm baby. Ashley's the one who's not thinking about the kids. If I'm those kids one day, I'm going to be happy that my mom said something to defend me. That's how I feel about it. Tyler's not going on TV calling them donor babies. Bri's not getting on TV calling them donor babies. Ashley, because she's trying to protect herself, keeps calling them donor babies. And I feel like that needs to be addressed. It has to be addressed.
Wait, who is the she you talking about to go to Africa? Who is the she? Because there's a few she in this.
I don't know if she's
So
talking
we
about
got to figure out which she.
Ashley. If she's talking about Ashley, Ashley wasn't attacked until everybody figured out that she was a bird brain. Everybody was defending Ashley. If she's talking about Ashley, everybody was defending Ashley until we found out that she knew.
Everybody was defending Ashley until we realized she concocted this, and she told us that she know more than us.
We all thought that she was being lied to the whole time. She's the mastermind.
While she's still figuring out pieces to the puzzle.
Please let the record show I was not an Ashley fan from the beginning.
Yeah, I was. She had me fooled. I thought she was just such a beautiful, nice spirit, pretty, whatever, and then she just ended up to being a complete marble brain, bird brain, peacock. She legit is the worst.
I was concerned the minute she said she won a fairy tale fantasy. That right there kind of had me pull back and look at her, because folks like that create narratives in their head and it can go left or right, and we kind of saw it.
That's what I'm just not understanding, to go to Africa.
Ashley is not to go to Africa, y'all. I don't know.
Yeah, Ashley is definitely not to go to Africa. She's not to go to Africa. Been here. She's been here a long time now. If she is Ashley, child, you Tyler, then you Tyler, you were Tyler. She really got us all fooled, no, but she's not her. She not her. She good people. I don't mind her having a different opinion, but I just trying to figure out, like, how do you feel like she's really been unmercifully attacked? Because had you not listened to her Nick Val interview, have you not really listened to it? She's the reason all of this is happening. This is not a conversation that was actually had on camera in the first place. She decided to have it on camera and decide to have it. Then now Tyler, on the other hand, he's a dummy who gonna lie on camera and say that it was a donor kids and he don't know if they know him.
It's anything to keep her. He's sick in the head. Anything to keep a woman that he already said that he don't want. And didn't I say this was going to have something to do with this, Jay? He gets on there. I said it on my TikTok. And Jay know what I'm talking about. He going to come out and say, Ashley don't look like nobody I ever dated. Oh, I bet. And I bet you she knows that too. Mm-hmm.
But she's a nice lady.
Oh, she's a nice lady. You know how bad that is when somebody goes, "Oh, she's just such a kind lady."
And
that's like calling a man cute.
Mm-hmm.
But you're saying hold them all accountable. Child, you must not been watching all my videos, baby. I've been going on attack of every last one of them. I gave Bri her smoke in her videos, her first ones and stuff. I might have to apologize because I did think that she just wanted Tyler a little bit more than she actually did.
I don't think she wanted him
But
at
she
all.
do, yeah, but she did like a little peen on the side. I ain't gonna hold that from her because
That's it.
you know, now that's her friend. So I'm gonna give her the benefit that she know her friend ain't ish. Because I wouldn't want a man who sit here and bring their fiance to a baby shower of his baby with a whole nother woman. It's still his baby.
Africa said he said that she's really nice though. When a man say you really nice, hang it up.
You're not my usual, but you're nice.
But you're nice though.
Nice lady.
Hey, they're doing that in Love is Blind Argentina, y'all, but they saying it out loud.
Yeah, it's just funny to me. It's just that you're going so hard for a lady that is not your usual type, which is not a problem. That's the premise of the show, to actually be with somebody that you would probably look at and not date over, you know what I'm saying, and get to know them for a whole different thing. But you're going this hard.
But
you going this hard for a nice lady? For a nice lady though?
He hit the jackpot, Jay. He found a lady that's top 10 delusional, got money, and isn't bad looking, you know, so he hit the jackpot. When you gonna find somebody this delusional, willing to pay all your child support?
Hey, they're gonna have that bonnet of salvation.
I'm trying to say the book is coming, y'all. The book is coming. The book is coming.
She done looked at them light-skinned kids and said, "Oh no, my kids ain't gonna look like that, so they gotta go." That's what she said.
So see what I know you wasn't here for my last live when I was breaking down Ashley and all this stuff like that. So I actually is making a playlist for Ashley. Okay, we got to put a playlist together. So far, we got a few songs on the playlist. I got Doechii, Denial is a River. I got Mary J. Blige, Going Down. El Cid added Cry Me a River, even though we know the lady don't cry, but somebody got to cry in this story. So between her and Tyler, they got to cry. I'm putting Woman to Woman up on there. I'm putting Woman to Woman. Actually, I'm putting Barbara, Miss Shirley. What was it? Woman to His Woman. I'm putting a response because actually she Barbara. Okay.
Ashley,
y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all let me know what other songs we need to add to this playlist, okay? Because we're making her a playlist as she go down, because she gonna need something that she going down in the ocean of delusion, okay? So she's going under, and as she go under, I'm just trying to make her a little playlist because music make the world go better, so it makes your world go better. So we just gonna give her a little. Shirley, this Barbara. I just want you to know that it's the sliding down the wall mixtape. It's the sliding down the wall mixtape that we making.
Ashley, let me tell you. So Ashley better make this worthwhile, right? At this point, I don't know how old she is, but if she getting close to my age, you gotta hurry up, right? So she's already a goofball, so she might as well just go ahead and get these light-skinned kids or these medium-toned kids, whatever she could get out the situation. Get one or two. She gonna pay for the kids anyway, and then just go about her business because that's all she want anyway. So while she's here for her pain and suffering, she should ruin 2 more kids' lives because that's all she's trying to do. Make it 5.
Okay. So we got
make it 5 ruin with a ruined life.
We got 2 votes for Mary J. Blige, your kid. We got
not
Beyonce.
2 votes. Ain't no 2 votes. Trey copied off my paper.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh shit. Well, let us know. We're gonna write your child.
He gotta pick a new song. He gotta pick a new song.
All right. We got Beyonce, Me, Myself, and I, because and Beyonce tell you, she dealing with 3 kids in the home. So that's definitely Beyonce predicted all of this. We might need to talk about it to Beyonce, see where it goes next.
Graham Cracker, that's not. I don't remember that anchor looking anything like Ashley. Hold on, let me look it up. Y'all remember that lady name? The DC anchor?
Mm-mm.
But is she nice though?
Hold on, I'm looking her up. I'm trying to remember her name.
We're gonna have to
sorry,
put
I had to.
unconditional. We're gonna have to push all day unconditional love. I mean, no ordinary love or whatever.
Yeah.
We push all day, no ordinary
Oh,
love.
Allison Seymour. Let me look what she looks like. Because y'all be throwing around that word chocolate. So let me see what she look like. Hold on. No, that ain't her. That ain't the right lady.
Oh yeah, I got Eve. Love is blind. That's the theme song. You know, we got Eve. Love is blind. Total tripping. I don't know. I don't think that one's fitting. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna finish playing this while you looking it up, Seaway. Let me finish.
I have found her on Instagram, but I don't
Ricky
know her name.
says here. Yeah, switch that.
Which Bri responds and says, yeah, social media is definitely wild and I was not ready for it all. LOL. I'm really sorry. I'm sure it will all pass. Stay strong. Does that sound like an apology, admitting some type of guilt or wrong? Or does that sound like a general, like, yeah, I'm so sorry all this is happening? Not like how Ashley made it seem at all. Granted, the words that Ashley said was right, but the context is so off. It reminds me of the Cole and Zenab infamous cutie scene. Anyway, so that was the end of that. Then Ashley hits Bri up and says this: hello, I wasn't around for your convo with Tyler because at this point, Bri and Tyler did have a conversation. That was the conversation where he told her he's going to clear everything up at the reunion and to not post anything, that everything would be cleared up at the reunion. So Ashley says, I wasn't around for your convo with Tyler, but I would like to have a convo with you as well at some point. This thing has turned filthy. I've never given my energy to so much negativity and evil in my life. For reference, Tyler told me a lot off camera to avoid this very thing happening. Now I'm seeing birth certificates out there. Why is she so hung up on the damn birth certificates? And more. It's just got out of hand. I know I technically was not an involved party at the time of y'all's agreement, etc., but we are all adults, so would like to speak with you directly if you're open to it. No pressure. To which Bri says, hi, that's fine with me. Are you looking for clarity on Tyler and I's situation? To which Ashley responds, not necessarily clarity, though I welcome your perspective / side of it all. So to me, that reads like, I don't need no clarity. I already know what's going on, but whatever you want to tell me is cool, I guess. She goes on to say, I'm a girl's girl. And I don't want to say what your truth is, but I just think it's due time for you and I to have a chat, given that I'm being hounded via social media about everything. Yeah, y'all should have had a chat when you were doing your due diligence, but I digress. Bri says, I completely understand. All of this is whooping my ass mentally. I'm down to talk with you though. Ashley responds and says, cool, when would be good for you? And then Bri says, are we doing this over the phone? They never have a conversation over the phone. And then Ashley.
Lord.
I just sent a picture of her, and this lady don't look nothing like Ashley.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on. You sent it to where? IG?
Private chat.
Okay.
The way Ashley is making it seem is that she and Tyler been married, and Bri is the mistress on the side who ended up having his babies. She's making it seem like Bri did something wrong that she needs to apologize for as far as having the children. That's what is like tearing at me, is the way she's like, oh, you owe me an apology. Yes, I'm owed an apology as his wife. And it's like, young lady, you know, the court documents can tell you better than I can.
So yeah, that's the ex-fiance, and as you see, she don't look nothing like Ashley, so that's the reason why he said that.
Yeah, we know he a light-skinned lover. We don't want him. I was thinking chain of fools. Chain. and chain of fools. Now, what's my thing? That's gonna come to me later. I need to write woman to woman down. We're gonna have this playlist gonna be good, child. I might listen to this myself.
Maxwell, woman's work.
No.
Okay.
No. That's no, that's not for her. No, I will never give her that song. That song is too good for her. No. What I was putting woman to woman. Barbara, this is Shirley. Anywho, yeah, back to that other. So she decided that she want to have a conversation with Bri. I'm just trying to figure out why they never had that conversation.
Because then the grandma posted her post, and I think that was it.
No, you had time. You when that lady asked you over the phone and you never responded back.
Because she don't want to know, Jay.
I know she don't want to know. Because she said she don't want the clarity. But my problem is even if the grandma posted whatever the grandma posted, that ain't got nothing to do with us having our conversation.
She don't want to know, because to know means to bust the psychosis that's going on in her brain.
That was the easy cop out. That was the easy cop out right there. Yes, Fool of Me. I love that song. That's actually my song. You made a fool. Child, that song had me crying on Love and Basketball. Penny with a hole in it. I should give her that, because Lord Jesus, she going down. I'm like, have the conversation with her. I know that she don't want to bust her delusional bubble, because she'd rather stay out in the ocean and cry for help so we can pretend to go get her. But you need to know the man that you're sleeping with instead of trying to set yourself up as a future victim, because, sweetie, you're doing a very poor job of it. You're doing a very poor job of it. And I heard some of the men's comments earlier that she's possibly doing this because of Brandon and all that stuff. Why? Brandon is gonna be with you. See, AD, you look at AD. Brandon is just fine. You can get Brandon deals all just because you made it to the end on this show. You fine. AD done went on Perfect Match and met her or Ollie. I don't know what the hell. You blocking your own blessings at this point.
Yeah, but some brands don't like this negative press. Some brands are not going to move forward, or maybe the brand she wants isn't going to move forward, because it seems like in the fairy tale, Ashley has a very well curated life for herself, and you are coloring outside the lines, and she is not having it. She is not having it. She's going to protect her square.
And I hear you that brands don't like this negative press, but you're making it more negative. The way she's doing all of this is making it more negative. You should have had the conversation with her. Had he had the proper conversations, instead of trying to sit here and just threaten her or abandon or not talk to her and shut her out, none of this stuff would have happened like this. Like somebody said earlier, had he just gone on and talked to her, I think Ashley even said that she told him to have a conversation with her. Had he just gone and talked to her and said, hey, these things are going to come out some way. Bri even said, had he just talked to me, I probably would have been upset of the things that came out, but I would have had a heads up. I would have had a heads up instead of just saying it's going to be all cleared up at reunion. Don't worry about it, which is a whole daggone lie, because you didn't clear nothing up at reunion.
And we realized Ashley didn't see the paperwork she said she wanted. She said it with her chest. I want to see the paperwork. And now you have a problem with birth certificates? That's the paperwork. And you still said at a reunion, you have not seen the paperwork. So you bold-faced lied to the camera. You didn't need the paperwork to marry him.
But you're in this inbox talking about the birth certificates is out there, and you want to sit here and tell us how you just only seen the one that his name is not on. He has 3. Why wouldn't you look at all 3?
because that is bursting the fairy tale bubble. She can't have that. She cannot have the snapping fingers and waking her up out of this fantasy. You can't. She'll have to face it. And that's not going to happen unless the courts make them face it. Financially, especially. I'm just telling you, when, it's not just the contempt. I mean, it is the contempt. He hasn't been paying in the payment plan according to paperwork. But all of that comes with visitation. I'm telling Ashley, either Thanksgiving or Christmas, get them matching pajamas, and add 3 sets. That's all I'm saying. Because the thing is, it also comes with visitation. So even if he's paying, that's all well and good. Visitation also in some states reduces the amount you pay because that is quality time.
Mm-hmm.
So
you get half the time.
Exactly.
Hell, you probably could have got half the child support had you did it right. When the child with you, she might have to pay something or whatever, or you can get all the way out of it.
Exactly. So the thing is that at the end of the day, it's going to come both ways. And then it's another violation if he's not seeing the kids every other weekend. That's another ding and a contempt of the agreement. So I'm just saying, make sure the dog got his, crate on the side, and make sure y'all got, 2 extra bedrooms. Because since it's girl and boy, they need separate rooms. So I'm just telling y'all, get it together. Get it together.
I'm with African Azatan right here. I would have played the game right. Okay, you got kids. Let me bring in the kids. Let me bring in the kids. Let me welcome the kids. And guess what? Now we getting family deals. Now we playing dress up, like you said, El Cid, like he likes to say, he goes to all his friends' house and dresses up with all the kids. Now we dressing up with all your kids on the holidays, and we getting all these sponsorships because we have a whole ready-made family. Do you know that marketing loves twins? Branding loves twins. Do you know how much you could have made off the twins alone? And those are actually his. Those are actually his that he don't have to fight for. His child support and everything will be paid off.
And brands love blended families now.
Kids would have been taken care of. They college stuff starting to get y'all set it up and get the college funds set up and all this stuff like that. Everything would have been taken care of. Y'all got the dog with kids, dog with twins playing around in commercials and all this stuff like that. You missed out. You blocking your own blessings by holding on to this foolishness.
You got the blended family. Bri is bringing the alphabet club. I mean, you have so many niche markets that y'all are fulfilling that you are just trashing on.
Folks, people that donate to families of the community.
Veteran, they're in the military.
Y'all messed up your whole deal by sitting here trying to be so selfish in the Ashley Healings phase of me. Because that's the healing phase she is. It's all about Ashley. If it ain't about Ashley, I don't want it. And that's sometimes we get into that healing phase of our lives where we've been so what she hates about Tyler is he was a people pleaser. That's what she was given that she probably was. And now she's on the other extreme of I'm gonna put Ashley first. You don't put Ashley first that you blocked every last blessing that you possibly could have had. El said the question is posed to you. What if he relinquishes his custody?
You can't do that now. I mean, you can petition that to the court. You could try to, but the courts don't want to hear that. The courts don't want to hear, oh, I made a mistake. I don't want custody of my kids anymore, or I don't want to see them or visit with them. The court can add penalty. Well, oh, you don't want to see them? Well, you know what? Since mama has them majority of the time now, we're going to have to add to your support because you've got to fulfill that need. You can't just, it's no longer, it's past the time where you can, relinquish. It's past. It's 7 and 6 years.
But to go to Africa, you're telling Bri that she should have did it better. It's not Bri's responsibility to do it better. It was Tyler's responsibility and then Ashley. They're the people who signed up for the show. Bri didn't sign up for the show. Tyler was supposed to talk to Bri and sit here and tell her, hey, We get it all together. We still gonna be there for the kids. We still got a year of this, of hiding everything. Just wait, just be patient with me. That's all Tyler had to do. Ashley needed to stand by Tyler in that and say, hey, let's get together, let's talk. We're gonna figure everything out as we move forward and come out to expose y'all to the world and all this stuff like that. Now that we are here, we're gonna show how he is still a friend to this donor situation, regardless of the capacity. In front of the TV cameras, we can show that we're friends, but in the background, I don't want y'all really together, but we will take the kids from time to time. Because I'm under the belief I can't trust y'all together. That's how I would be like, y'all done lay down and had these babies. I can't really trust y'all together on a one-on-one thing. But as a new woman, me and you can have a rapport, and we can arrange how I pick up the kids or whatever and stuff like that. And we do this that way or whatever. And we make sure that the child support that he owes get paid. We get some brand endorsements from all these companies that now want the blended family, the family with twins, the family that donated the kids, all this stuff like that. This is still not Bri's thing. Bri is only defending what her. Let me know if I'm back. Am I back yet?
Yeah, you're back.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Had Bri just did that, all of this would have been, I mean, not Bri, but Tyler just had communication. All of this would have been simplified. Whatever reason he cut off the communication was stupid. And if Ashley is the reason that he cut off the communication, he was stupid. She was stupid. Bri is not the problem in this part of it. Bri is the problem in the beginning where we try to start making these babies and all this stuff like this. The problem in this part of it is Tyler's his lack of communication. He told everybody to scrub their page and do all of this stuff, but he did not talk to Bri. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's all we can do is hope they have a positive outcome for these babies at this time to go to Africa. So
I looked it up on Maryland's site, and you have to bring solid evidence that it is in the child's best interest for termination of parental rights.
Well, I guess
typically, FYI, courts really won't do that unless there's somebody else that is willing to step up and they prove that they have the financial means. The likelihood of a court actually terminating your rights when no one else is willing to step up is like hitting the lottery.
Which happened in the first case where he stepped up to help Bri get the first child in the first place from the wife, the ex-wife. So I'm sorry for that man. But yeah, like this could have all been solved had he just talked to Bri, because at the end of the day, that was his friend. He should have just kept it at, this is my friend. I should be able to talk to her. She has literally showed proof that she's been supporting him through this whole journey. She didn't have no hiccups or anything like that. I was under the belief that she was, still wanting him in some capacity that way or whatever and stuff like that or whatnot. But she didn't have no hiccups on him going and finding a woman. It's not until he decided he want to cut her off again. So the problem is him. The problem is him. And then behind it is Ashley standing behind this foolishness. She gonna mess up all her own deals by standing by this foolishness and choosing to believe just one side of the story.
Well, those kids, I mean, he'll need those kids before those kids need him. So clearly, Bri got family and she's making a way. It's unfortunate that another Blackish male will grow up and not have a father figure, and we see how that continues to turn out. But regardless, he's going to be financially responsible for those kids, and those kids will just make it like all the rest of these kids raised by single mothers. But it's very disgusting, what Tyler's doing, and it's very disgusting what Ashley's doing, because it really could be the more the merrier for those kids. And this could have been, as To Go to Africa said, a way better outcome. If she really wanted to be with that man and all his judgments and all his evictions, she should have took them kids. You know, she could have added on and they could have worked it out. It's a win-win for her outside of the money situation, because the baby mama's a lesbian and allegedly doesn't even want Tyler. So they really could have made it work. But this is the way they want to do it. And Ashley's bags are messed up because she's not going to be able to do anything on TikTok. They don't let her have a lick of peace on TikTok. So
no. And let me address this right here. He didn't have to pretend. He didn't have to pretend. Had y'all, if he just waited it out and just talked to Bri or whatever, by the time he gets the brand deals and all this stuff with him and Ashley and the kids are involved, guess what? He gets to put them on there. He would have got to put them on there because he's getting the work for them. So it works out for his favor. Like, hey, let me just put them on there and I'll make sure I break you off with some change or whatnot. But I'm getting the work for the kids. But clearly she didn't he got mad when she didn't even let him put him on there one time because he wasn't paying before.
No, and clearly she has some form of income if she hasn't received a dime from Tyler in over a year.
Right. That's the wild part, that it even got to a year. That's what's wild to me, because I'm sorry, in some states after 3 months of arrearage, your driver's license is suspended, and there may be a bench warrant.
The warrant out for you.
So Maryland is doing this in a very accommodating manner.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think she didn't put it back on him until she said May or something, May, March or whatnot. Granted, he was supposed to have been paying before.
Right. That's why they have a payment plan. So he promised to pay the court. And now it's not a promise to Bri or the kids. It's something in writing, an agreement with the court. So that too is going to look real sketchy, because you haven't kept your word with the court in an agreement that you have.
Right. So,
and don't forget the judgments. It's like he ain't just have that. Even if you clean up, let's say you pay the child support, you got judgments now. Okay, let's say you clean up the judgments. You got 7 evictions. You can't clean that up for any kind of, first-time home buyers program. That ain't going away.
To Go to Africa, do you not like the lesbian lady?
Maybe it's all this lesbian mess.
She's in the military as well.
It has to be something.
It's all this combat love.
I'm just trying to figure out why. I know why he not holding down the job, but I'm like, generally, unless you got addicted in the military or whatever, usually they keep jobs. They usually keep jobs. I know why he's not intentionally keeping one now, but I'm curious on why he kept losing or whatever before, or shifting jobs before.
Until you do right by them kids.
Now he got to leave time to go fishing with Garrett. I mean, he ain't got time. It's like
they're gonna be scouring that docket to figure out what happened with that case on the 15th.
Shoot, if people don't show up at the court.
Look, people are that nosy now. They locked in.
Yeah, he better hope that it's on Zoom.
But you can still get admittance. You can still get in there if it's on Zoom, Jay.
Oh, well, I'm just saying for him that he don't have to go to the people and see the people.
He can see him on Zoom.
Hopefully he show up.
He better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully he show up. You a public figure now, buddy.
Doesn't matter. This is a contempt hearing.
No.
Can you? Oh,
no, I'm just saying you're a public figure, so it's a little bit easier to find you and track you down, babe. So, and then so many people can come and serve you. So many people just walk up to you now, like they know who you are for sure, for sure. It's crazy. Like, no, I don't know. I can't come on reality TV. Y'all gonna start digging up all my stuff. I don't.
Look. But we'll see. I've been saying that pick-me's are the root of all evil, and then here we are again. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna get it on a t-shirt.
Trademark it.
These self-identified pick-me's be killing me.
They don't want to believe that, you know, sometimes a lesbianas be liking a little bean on the side, you know. Sometimes they're not all the way lesbiana. Like they got rankings in the lesbian community. I didn't even know.
They're still women and they still have internal organs. I'm not a lesbian, but I'm assuming, regardless of whatever, that organ still works.
And I'm assuming if he eat it like he a lesbian,
right.
And sometimes they like sometimes they like using straps. So clearly they like.
Why Nick Nurse always look effing confused?
Only I guess the ones what they say, what is it, the gold star? What she call them, gold star ones? They the ones that never been penetrated. So I mean, that's my thing. I feel like
by a man.
If she's never been penetrated, she would never want to have a baby come out of her.
By a man.
Yeah, by a man. Oh, so they can still be penetrated by a woman. Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask a family friend to make that shirt. The pick-me's are the root of all evil, because I'm about sick of them. Sick of them.
You know, you be trying to convert them back. You know, I know some men that be trying to convert them back so they can be delivered.
Doing the Lord's work, I guess.
Hello. Trying to bring them back to God, how they say. But yeah. Anywho, we're going to get out of here because we almost at the 2-hour mark. Is y'all got any more stuff that you want to talk? I know we didn't get through all the text messages because I know it gets deeper and deeper, but we can come back to another time. We can talk about some more of these text messages and stuff.
I just want to say, Team Nick, stand up, represent Team Nick.
What we team it for?
Just because Just because. Next Friday, guess what next Friday is, y'all? Next Friday is the 15th, so we should have some information next Friday.
That's if the court. That's if the court posts their decisions timely.
Yeah, we might have some information on this case. You know, but we might have some insiders that make it over to down there. They might go down there for us and be here in the chat. Some people have volunteered. They might do it. So if they got time, they might have time on Friday. We might find out what the verdict is.
Yeah, we watched to go to Africa. I'm not mad at you. You held your own by yourself, child, because look, everybody can agree. I was trying to track where you was going with it. I still don't really know 100%, but you your own person, and you know what? That's good nowadays. People got to be their own people. Did you hear LeBron?
Something about Bri's face just bothered her. She's just like, I'm not gonna have it. I will not let Bri off.
Right. That's because I think to go to Africa, know a little conniving hoe when she seen one. And Bri is a little conniving hoe. I'm not gonna say she not, but that ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China.
She definitely is. You know what I'm saying?
You
don't sit here and your wife say, let's go ahead and make a baby by artificial insemination. You say, no, I picked out 2 men already.
Exactly. Bri ain't low, ain't never been low. But at the end of the day, I'm never going to spin my wheels giving more than 2 syllables talking about a woman who's still taking care of these kids breathing on this earth. To me, it's crazy to me that men can participate in the chaos and they believe that they get a pass to walk away from it. I am tired of it. Like, even women being as imperfect as Bri is, as imperfect and raggedy as she is and probably was, she is still taking care of 3 kids with no financial support. And to me, society is so used to that we breeze past that. If it was on the other foot and the same thing was going, and then Tyler was taking care of the kids with no financial support, we would be dragging Bri down, and we wouldn't even say nothing about Tyler and what he did wrong or what he did right. And as a society, I'm tired of this.
Wait, Tyler put in his Instagram, he planned on doing interviews and showing receipts. Okay, well,
Tyler, now you need to go to Africa's advice, and we don't need receipts. The court needs receipts. The court that actually has you $30K in debt is the only people who needs receipts. We don't need them. You need to take all those receipts and take them to court.
What receipts he gonna show us? Which ones he gonna show us? The ones where he cut her off?
But to me, the court document that you haven't paid support in a year is a very damning receipt.
So go to court and work on that one, and then get on the podcast and tell us what happened. Because right now you owe $30K.
Plus eight in just one judgment alone and all the other judgments.
And you was in the house with Ashley trying to slide to another girl house. Don't leave that out. So you gonna counteract that receipt too? And you told Bri that she wasn't what's his face wasn't your type. But you told Ashley you ain't talked to Bri and I don't know how long since before you came on this show, but was talking to her all up until the day of. Like, come on now, take all your receipts and take them to the
game that weekend and everything, that you ain't been seeing these babies, that you've been in and out, you ain't got nothing to do with it, and you put your name. What receipt is you gonna say? What receipt you gonna bring, baby? You gonna show your name on the birth certificate being taken off?
I just need to see Bri like Mary J's video and show up with the kids, at the door. I know that is not what should be done, but
African, you right. Taylor, she got high self-esteem, okay? Her self-esteem is in the ceiling. She saw a heart of a message and she was ready to leave. You think she would be playing with this?
The ghetto, baby. The ghetto.
Talking about he got receipts. Boy, go to hell. Take the receipts to court. And while you taking your receipts, take that check too. Take a check.
Baby, are you taking receipt? You showing receipts so you can get the money back so you can pay the child support? What is you showing receipts?
He really acting like this some he say, she say. This is a court judgment.
No.
Court order.
No. Even if he shows that he gave Bri, like, let's say 10K, let's be nice, 10K, that is not the agreement. The agreement is to pay through the court. So you still gonna be owing 30. Even if you paid her all 30, that is not the agreement with the court. Sorry, that ain't it.
He has the real ones. I'm trying to figure out what real ones could he have, because you couldn't really give Ashley the truth 4 times. She had to have 4 conversations with you to get the truth. It seemed like you was trying to doctor some receipts to give her the truth. You was trying to call everybody and everywhere around town to get them to take everything down so you can make sure.
You got your wife out here unprotected. What is with this Love is Blind crew? It's a whole bunch of raw levels out here. Whole bunch of raw levels. Sorry. This is the raw Love is Blind. I'm sorry.
Like, got this lady on these podcasts making her look crazier and crazier as she speaks. So I don't know. Like, you didn't even tell her the truth from jump. Like, you didn't tell her the truth from jump, but we supposed to believe yours? Because I feel like if you wanted to prove and show receipts, you should have went on the podcast before she did. If not, sat on that podcast with her. Y'all was married or whatever and stuff like that. I know they did the podcast before all this stuff came out. However, they aired it after everything came out. So they could have easily had y'all both sitting there together.
No, he needed time, Jay. So Ashley could Photoshop these receipts that she finna put together. You already know Ashley needed time because she knows she look embarrassed out here. She needs time to Photoshop her receipts.
Oh, baby.
I bet you they won't take them fake receipts to a court of law. He literally has a judgment. He has a court order judgment of child support against him. Not only that, he's so irresponsible, he's being held in contempt. So I really don't care, Tyler, what receipts you have.
And you know what I was thinking about? Hey, Queenie, you know, I was thinking about too. I was like, he's sitting here waiting for one of us to give him an out. Because I could have gave him so many outs, but Ashley done messed up all the outs already. But he's sitting here waiting for us to sit here and talk about this stuff so he can figure out which angle he gonna come with. That's what I was thinking about earlier. I was like, he's watching these podcasts, trying to figure out which one of them got the best angle for him to come with on how he can get out of it. But the best way would have been just shutting up. If you wasn't going to talk to Bri in the first place, just keep quiet. Tell Ashley, keep quiet. Y'all do no interviews, no nothing or nothing like that. Because now you got to clean up all of what she said. You got to clean up all of what Bri said. You got to clean up what all of Deshaun said. And I know it's easy when everybody else keeps talking to come last and say your thing. But Ashley messed it up big time for you. Ashley messed it up big time for you. I could have helped you combat Deshaun, Bri, all of that stuff. But Ashley messed it up for you, baby. I don't know.
Ashley pushed you into the hole that was being dug.
Child.
See, Cece telling the truth. A man that loves you will never, ever, ever let you be out here going out sad. He'll take the hit for you so you don't have to take the hit. When a man involves you in some BS, the first thing he should do is stand in the line of fire if he got you into that mess. Ashley should not have been on no podcast, not the Nick Vile podcast, no podcast over here talking about stuff she was told. How are you? That's hearsay, ma'am. You weren't there. You shouldn't be speaking on nothing that you were told. If you weren't there, that's rule number one. When you dealing with a man, don't ever go out there and represent him. I don't care if you think your man is next to Jesus. You let him represent him. You don't be on the record talking about what a man said. I wish I would be on a podcast talk about what my husband said. No, he needs to get on the podcast talk about what he said. You're not finna have me looking like a fool, looking like a goofy. I'm not never repeating what another man said to me.
Ashley could have got up there. Yeah, Ashley could have got up there and be like, I know what I was told. I know what I seen. And I made my decision from there. The other stuff is between him and Bri, huh?
She would still get smoke for that because it'll be like she didn't see enough.
Yeah, she can get smoked for that, but you still leave it open. You still leave it open for him to tell what he need to tell, and you leave it open, but you just sit there and say, I made my decision off of whatever, because at this point, I'm in love. That's my choice. I'm standing by it, period.
But I've got to cover my man, Savannah.
Because that's a good man, Savannah.
I got to cover my man.
You know, fool, you know you in love. What you say?
She like Mariah the Scientist canceling shows so she could go run behind Young Thug. But at least that makes more sense in this situation.
We said it, Queenie. We don't know. She canceled the talk. She canceled the talk to her. She had plans to talk to her and everything like that. Child, I never turned down a chance to talk to the other woman, baby. And here's the funniest part to us. She sat there and sat on Nick Val's stage and told us she asked him the question about the exes because she wanted to see if he was a type of man that would blame everything on the ex or whatever. And when he didn't say that and he took the thing saying that they probably gonna say some negative things about me because he was telling you the truth at that time. He wasn't just trying to take accountability or nothing like that. The truth is they gonna say some negative stuff about you because he got negative stuff to talk about. But you sit here and say, I want to just see if he gonna be one-sided about the situation. So that let me know right there that my man, he can't tell me no wrong because I heard his side and that's the only side that I needed to hear. No, ma'am, you still need to hear the other side because see, if the other side come to you and sit there and say it was him, it was all this, you can therefore confirm that he is possibly telling the truth, that she hiding something. But you can also sit there and say, Bri don't seem like the type of person that was just going to be like, oh, Tyler is this terrible person and all this stuff like that. She seemed like she would have just told you, you know, she might not told you about the freak offs, but she probably would have told you, you know, like I just want to make sure he not in and out the kid's life anymore. Because he has a habit of falling in love and falling out of the kid's life.
The thing is with Ashley, to answer that as well, Ashley told us from the very beginning she's about the fairy tale. Facing this, meeting Bri, facing the kids, facing the birth certificates with his name on it, that is going to dismantle the castle of glass that she has built. That is my opinion. So I won't meet with her to learn the facts because she may wake me up from the dream that I have built up. Because if I start kind of, you know, flaking and believing her, then I'm being disingenuous to my husband, is what could be the thought. So again, you know, it should have a conversation. You should gain your own understanding. But clearly, we see she didn't even go look at the paperwork. The paperwork she demanded, she never went to look at it. Because then she would have seen the birth certificates and all the other paperwork. I don't know how she and her friend missed that. They must have checked in a jurisdiction that he's been very well behaved in, because that is just a plethora of stuff that you couldn't find. The 7 evictions alone would have had me gone. I'm sorry.
I'm just like, as for a person that wants a fairy tale ending, you clearly didn't watch Princess and the Frog. Because if had you watched The Princess and the Frog, it would have showed you that you can make up your own fairy tale ending, that you can get it all at the end. You could have had this man, and like we already stated, and had all the perks and the benefits that would have came with it at the end. You could have had the beautiful, you would have had more. God would have actually blessed you with more for being open and loving enough to take on all of this responsibility from this man. He might have actually blessed y'all with more had y'all just did the honorable thing and take on these kids like he's supposed to do in the first place. But you're blocking your own blessing, like I said before, because you want to sit here and deny what is already there. These kids is already there. The twins is definitely already his. The child support is already in place, ma'am. You cannot sit here and try to live in this delusional bubble when reality is sitting right there in your face day in, day out. You cannot sit here and look at one birth certificate and then tell Bri, all the birth certificates are all floating around out there, and try to make it seem like this the public that pulled up all these birth certificates. The birth certificates are public records, ma'am. You and your brother should have did your due diligence like you said y'all did and looked at all the documents. Looked at every piece of paper about this man and stuff like that, and sat there and told yourself, can I actually handle everything that comes with this man? And if the answer to it is yes, then by all means, you do you. And you could have had a fairy tale ending at the end of the day. He could have still been getting your coffee. Y'all could have did y'all year, because he talked to Bri and said, hey, we got a year to keep it under the wraps. We're not supposed to let nobody know that we're married. After a year, we're going to figure this all out and we're going to get it all together. But give me a minute, but I'm going to send some money over to you. I got you, boo. All of this could have been handled a whole lot better way if there was mature adults as to go to Africa says in this situation. But clearly, you is not as healed as you thought you were, Miss Ashley girl. Tyler need a whole lot of healing, child. Prayer can't even help him at this point, child. He need a one-on-one with Jesus himself, okay? I don't know. Like, I'm gonna pray for the kids.
You know, this before we go, what this season taught, I think we all can look at Ashley and Tyler's situation and be like, their life is a mess and whatever. But I think there was another learning lesson from the season that I just thought about. If we look at the women and their outcomes, the women on this season who were the strictest with their boundaries and the strictest about what they would and would not tolerate had the best outcome. Like, you look at Taylor, outside of her letting Garrett gaslight her about her being manipulative or whatever he said, Taylor was very, very strict and very, very stern, had the best outcome. And then you even look at Hannah. Now, Hannah didn't get the man, but Hannah didn't get done bogus like the rest of these women because she was very strict, rude, but you know, she had her boundaries, she had her wants, and she had a better outcome, meaning like she didn't go out there crazy. Now, if you look at Marissa, if you look at Ashley, people who have loose boundaries, low self-esteem, they have very poor outcomes. And I think a lot of times women, we think, or we're listening to other women or older women who tell you, you need to be a doorstep, or you need to be a pick-me, or you need to have weak boundaries. No, the stricter your boundaries, the better these men act. Do not have loose boundaries. Honestly, sometimes the more you act like a little biatch, the men in here won't tell you, they act like they like you even more. People, Sean and them get real mad when I say that. When I remember, I used to say, don't be super nice, don't be rude. But I'm saying you ain't always got to be nice. These men respect chase and they respect boundaries. Now, does that mean make their life hell? No, men do not like when you make their life hell and you make their life difficult. There's a difference. They don't want you to make their life hell, difficult, complicated. Then you're getting on their nerves. But do not be loosey-goosey with your boundaries. And Sean talked about now Seaway, he loves a strict boundary person. He loves that. Sean the main one. Be rude to him.
Yeah, he liked it. It's a tussle. He liked the tussles. He liked to try to break down them walls.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead. Child, I don't even know if we need anything said after that. Elsie, you got anything that needs to be said after that? I think I should end it on that note. Shoot.
End it on that note?
Okay, we're going to end it on that note. Hey, y'all, if y'all is watching this on the replay, please leave a like, share, and a comment down below. You know, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps with the algorithm, so please help us out. We're trying to grow some more. We're trying to get some more content out there to y'all, so help us help you, help us by liking the channel, okay? Do that for us. Make sure y'all go follow El Cid on LCid932. Also follow Seaway on TikTok. Before TikTok gets shut down, y'all better get in, lock in with her, okay? It's Seaway World Esquire Sports, her sports page on TikTok. And what's the other one, Seaway?
Yes, please follow me at It's Seaway's World Esquire. So it's Seaway's World ESQ, like on the screen. Even if you don't watch sports and you don't think you would be into it, you would love it because I make it interesting. So please follow me there. And then my other page is As Told by Seaway, ASTOLD BYCWAY. So please come visit me over there. That's where I'm at every day. If you just want to kick it, drop a comment, leave a heart, and keep it moving. I would appreciate it. I am over there. So.
Hey, and you know, I can't leave y'all without a little something before you go. This is in the words of Ashley, okay? This is in the words of Ashley. This is how she feel about y'all.
Where your sorry husband at?
We out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good Friday. Be safe